This is Bellefonte. Within the borough limits are the family whose children attend Bellefonte Elementary School on West Lynn Street. Named after a natural spring, the town features lots of Victorian architecture throughout. As of the last census in 2010, there were roughly 6,200 people within the 2 square miles that is a part of Bellefonte Borough. While at one time it was a frequent stop in the Transcontinental Air Mile route and considered the most influential town between Pittsburgh and Harrisburg, today it is now considered a mere suburb of State College, which is home to Pennsylvania State University. As far as the people of Bellefonte, the population is predominantly white, with less than 4% of its residents of another ethnicity. About a third of the residents are college educated. While the borough claims a 12% poverty rate, the median income is around $51,000. However, this may be a misleading statistic, given the concentration of wealth in some of the borough's outlying areas. Within the Bellefonte area district limits, the differences in socioeconomic status related to income and education are so drastic that schools within miles of each other are quantitatively and qualitatively different. Despite a population that has a high concentration of people in poverty, there are plenty of resources that are available to residents. These resources include the Center County Library, located a block from the Bellefonte Elementary School, which has a great children's section, in addition to public computers, movies for checkout, and book discussion groups for adults. Available for kids, there are also Read Aloud and my son's favorite, a Lego Club, where children meet once a week to build Legos. Teachers at the elementary school, as well as parents of students, frequent the library due to its proximity to the school and collection of engaging picture books. In addition to the library, there are many other culturally enriching visits that one could make in just a few hundred meters of the school. Across and adjacent to the library are the Art Museum and Historical Museum of Bellefonte. If you're interested in public service or politics, the town also includes a municipal building, congressman office, and the Center County Courthouse. For teachers, this provides an excellent opportunity for students, as they may be able to take walking field trips to important community members and learn about the government from first-hand experiences. My mentor teacher, Mrs. Straley, also commented on the willingness of the volunteer firefighters to come to the school. Just a few weeks ago, they parked a truck in the rear of the school, provided fire safety lessons, and allowed children to explore the tools they work with. Aside from public service resources, the town also is home to many locally owned businesses. In contrast to the State College area, Bellefonte is home to many family-owned and operated businesses, especially on North Allegheny Street. All of these local businesses, offices, and otherwise provide a great opportunity for students to learn about their community and how different people function within it. However, in my son's opinion, as you will hear, the best part of Bellefonte is Talleyrand Park, or as the kids know it, Ducky Park.
What's the park?
The park? Ducky Park? Oh, okay. And what do you guys do there?
Play.
Play? On the playground?
Yeah, you can feed ducks.
You feed ducks too? Oh, okay. Is there a lot of places that you can run and meet other kids? Do you ever play with other kids there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Yeah, it's a pretty nice park there. Ducky Park provides a great place to stop after school on a nice day, to let children expel energy, experiment with their bodies, and make new friends. The park is clean, includes necessary amenities like a bathroom and water fountain, as well as a well-kept landscape and play area. It also provides many learning opportunities with the surrounding brook that flows nearby. The last resource that Bellefonte provides is the amount of cultural, educational, and fun activities that take place just 12 miles away at the university. The short distance between Bellefonte and Penn State creates many opportunities for families of the Bellefonte area. Recently, there was a large free insect fair at the Bryce Jordan Center. The university, full of energy and passionate professors, always provides economical yet pleasurable things to do during weeknights or on the weekend. Now that we've talked about the community, it's time to talk about Bellefonte Elementary School. Bellefonte Elementary School educated 437 students in 2010, mostly white, in classrooms with a typical ratio of 1 teacher to every 13 students. Throughout the district, approximately $1,100 is spent on each child's education. Children usually come from disadvantaged backgrounds, with 40% of the students on free or reduced lunches. Because of this, the school is under the Title I program, which helps to provide services to the school. Teachers in the school, however, do not match the characteristics of the community population on a socioeconomic status level. A stereotypical teacher in this school is a white, middle-class woman with a college education. This heterogeneous mix creates problems in the classroom as students cope with their home stress through inappropriate behavior, and teachers struggle to gain control so they can foster a positive learning environment. The effects of poverty may also be a culprit in the lack of parental involvement in the school. With single mothers and parents working to make ends meet, it is predictable that few parents would have time to build a partnership with the school. Unlike other schools of the district, who are said to have no problem getting volunteers, Bellefonte classrooms are void of parents coming in to help, for the most part. Even at back-to-school night, only about 50% of parents in my kindergarten classroom attended. The lack of parents being involved in their children's education is highlighted by one of the reviews on greatschools.org by this parent, who commented on how parents do not play an active enough role in their child's education at Bellefonte Elementary School. The one strength of the parents of the school is the Parent-Teacher Organization, or PTO, which serves a fundraising function for teachers. They hold events such as Run for the Fun, box tops, and a talent show throughout the year. Annually, their efforts raise about $100 for each teacher to spend on supplies, as reported by my mentor. They are also able to subsidize field trips within the school. Unfortunately, though, even the PTO has a difficult time drawing out parents to serve as homeroom captains of their children's classes. Yet, there is also an administrative side to this disconnect. While the school does make some effort, through issuance of weekly newsletters from the principal, holding family math nights twice a year, and allowing parental volunteers to help, the school's procedures effectively work to exclude parents. On the first day of school, for example, the parent of a new kindergarten student was told they would not be able to walk their child to their room and meet their child's teacher due to security risks. The result of this was a disgruntled parent who would have to wait 3 weeks until they finally meet the teacher of their son. Another consequence of the school's family demographic in the immediate area, the school heavily relies on funding from federal and state sources. As of 2010, the school lost a significant amount of federal funding. This funding, connected to compliance with federal programs such as Race to the Top and No Child Left Behind, has put an increasing significance on raising the school's scores. Compared with other schools in the district, Bellefonte Elementary consistently scores the worst on standardized tests in the 3 to 5 grade band in reading and math. This has created an even greater emphasis on success on the PSSA testing in the last few years, which in effect has robbed teachers of exercising professional expertise and places prescribed curriculums before them to dictate. As far as curriculum selection goes, a committee comprised of teachers meets to decide which curriculum to purchase. Mrs. Straley, who has served on this committee, however, said they are only given a limited selection to choose from. She felt that the curriculum available for kindergarten, while heavily focused on Common Core standards, are not developmentally appropriate. Especially for a school plagued by poverty, she feels that the lesson sets make assumptions about where the children are developmentally and experientially when they enter school. In her experience, for this school, most children do not meet the prerequisites and therefore often find themselves behind the power curve. For the time being, most teachers are required to use a language arts program called Lead 21 and a math curriculum called Everyday Math. From my experience, the majority of class time is devoted to building literacy with written text and mathematics instruction. In kindergarten, science is taught through various units about wood, fabric, and paper, although the time spent on science is significantly less than on subjects that are tested. Social studies in kindergarten is severely limited to the implicit community lessons taught from Morning Letter and the Pledge of Allegiance. Sometimes it is integrated into the text read from Lead 21, or extremely rare instances with school activities such as when the firefighters came to the school. Until last week, teachers were required to follow prescribed curriculums almost to the letter. As a result of a meeting last week, however, teachers have been given some ability to maneuver through the curriculum in the way. In conclusion, Bellefonte Elementary School could be considered the ugly duckling of Bellefonte Area School District. It consistently scores the lowest out of all the schools in the district on standardized tests benchmarking student ability. Although the amount spent on each student is the same across schools, the resources provided to the teachers depends on the strength of the PTO to raise money and the allocation of funds at the school level. SES students create unique challenges in terms of parental support to include volunteering time, supporting their children out of class, and financial support. In addition, at-risk children in poverty often face disadvantages their more privileged peers do not. The one strength of Bellefonte may lie within some of the teachers, who maintain high expectations for students and work diligently and thoughtfully to foster growth. For some pupils, their class time represents the one stable, predictable place where they can form a secure attachment to an adult. Therefore, it can be asserted that available resources, whether monetary or otherwise, are not providing an equitable education to all students within the district, particularly in Bellefonte Elementary School.